I'm Jeremy.
I'm AJ.
I do what I want. Welcome back to Extraordinary Times, and our first story of today.
Nicolas Sarkozy, the now former president of France, has been raided by the forces of the current for allegations of fraud during election times. Now, he wasn't investigated any time before because, well, the French president is immune from judicial requests and all of that. But now that he's not, all forces against him, while he's actually on vacation in Quebec. So, yeah, really don't know what to think about this, whether he's actually, called Sarkozy a bad guy for being, money launderer and all that, or, the new guy for taking advantage and just taking down his predecessor.
And we move on to kind of the depressing story of today, which is Andy Griffith died this morning at 86 years old in his home in North Carolina. Having a lot of my family from North Carolina, I will say I have loved Andy Griffith. Everything Andy Griffith has ever touched has been shown me through my family. He's going to be missed, most notably for the Andy Griffith Show and Matlock and all these really famous things he did. But he was a singer. He was really just a great person. So
condolences to his family. President Obama, doing it again. Records of a phone call from Air Force One have been released detailing his concerns that even though he currently has more money raised than Romney, that he will be the first president in recent history to have raised less money than his challenger. Main point for me being here, he called from Air Force One. He currently does have more money, and he's asking for more money. And what more can you say? He's raised some of the most money in the entire history of a presidential race, and he's looking for more.
Because money is going to win the election, not people or actual support.
Key phrase here, he says he wants to win this the right way. Right way being with money?
Apparently. And speaking of despicable leaders who I disagree with entirely, the President Assad from Syria has come out and publicly given apologies to Turkey for his forces shooting down their jet. We talked about that a little while ago. But more so, it just shows that he's getting desperate. He sees that anything that he does now is going to reflect support for his opposition. And he's under siege. They are... I wished last time we talked about this that, his people don't kill him when they take him and put him away forever or kill him. But now my humanity towards him is waning just a little bit. And now on to Massachusetts, where two Southbridge men were arrested because they were wearing sweatshirts. Now, you would think, oh no, guys with sweatshirts. But, you see, these two guys were allegedly robbed a corner store, and then videotapes and things of them in their sweatshirts. And then a very concerned citizen who saw men getting into a Jeep in hooded sweatshirts in July
during this major heat wave we talked about yesterday.
and she called the police, and it was before the robbery even took place. She called the police, was like, hey, these guys in a Jeep, they're in hooded sweatshirts. That can't be good. So, the cops were already looking for a blue Jeep with guys in hooded sweatshirts, and they just happened to get pulled over a couple blocks down from the robbery they just committed. So, being aware, as we always say, is a good thing. You can change the world just by using your mind a little bit.
All right, on to Detroit. I'm just going to cover this real fast, simply because there is a lot of controversy, and I don't really have a side yet myself.
Neither.
There is a plan to try and up the tourism and commerce in Detroit by bringing in actors dressed as zombies to some of the more downtrodden areas of Detroit.
Parts that already look like a zombie apocalypse. By the way,
right.
It's that bad.
Yeah. Like I said, there's a lot of controversy saying, this is insensitive, but there's, people saying this really could up the commerce in the area. So, I don't know. I kind of want to bring a paintball gun.
Yeah, I'd only do it if it was a paintball arena style thing where you could just go in there and shoot zombies, which would mean they would have to have like zombie masks that were paintball proof and so.
We'll see.
And jumping down to Indianapolis, where a man was walking around the streets of Indianapolis naked. And while that's kind of uncomfortable, the video thankfully blurs out his ghibli bits, and it shows him going around and cops trying to take him, and he's like, no, get off me. Shoves him around, does little grapply moves, throws him around, and then he gets taken down. You'd think that's the end. He gets tased and on the ground, and he's screaming like people do when they get tasered. And all of a sudden, go watch the video. You need to see it. It's so cool. He does a cartwheel and stuff. It's awesome.
And our last story of the day, something that we feel definitely needs to be covered, especially if you are on the internet, you know about the importance of internet freedom. It's the Declaration of Internet Freedom. Kind of like, Declaration of Independence, that kind of stuff, but a little bit more towards, you don't need to be trying to control the internet. Trying to control the internet is like trying to control the voice of the people. Bad idea. This is being put together by a lot of major voices on the internet and supported by the people such as Mozilla and the American Civil Liberties Union.
Another thing that we agree with the ACLU about, which are very few and far between.
Right. Main points in it: expression, don't censor the internet. Access, promote universal access to fast and affordable networks.
Openness, keep the internet an open network where everyone is free to connect, communicate, write, read, watch, speak, listen, learn, create, and innovate. Innovation, protect the freedom to innovate and create without permission. Don't block new technologies, and don't punish innovators for their users' actions.
Privacy. Protect privacy and defend everyone's ability to control how their data and devices are used. And without this, we could get to a point where this show wouldn't exist, where a bunch of other shows that are good, informative things on the internet wouldn't exist, simply because there'd be so many people saying, this is mine, this is mine, this is mine.
There's already laws in place that protect the rights of creators of content so that they are protected and they can make money off of things that are theirs. Other than that, there is no reason to attack people for just talking about stuff.
Unless you want to control the people.
Unless you want to control the people. In which case, no. Ha! Take that. If you support this, go check out that link below and follow links to go and support this. Thank you so much for watching us. Keep watching us. Keep watching other online newses, because our opinion isn't the only one that matters, but your opinion matters. So comment down there. Tell us what you think. Like over there. There it is. And favorite over here. And subscribe if you want us to get better and keep going. Thank you. I'm Jeremy.
I'm AJ.
And these are extraordinary times. Be aware.